Come on, baby, light my fire.
Yeah, I was pretty excited.
Light my fire.
I think
Come on, baby, light my fire.
I was pretty excited to be a dad.
Try to
So-
set the
I
night
don't-
on fire.
And music is so important, and for her especially, music is great at either mellowing her out or just getting her to settle down. And it can get her excited too.
I'm your victor man.
The trick too is balancing all of our musics. Is my music and Gabby's music and my wife's music is very different, and we all try and listen to each other so none of us goes absolutely crazy.
Everybody lives in very complex situations in terms of the relations that they have, mothers and fathers with each other, parents with children, and then the relationships that they have with their communities and with their environments that would involve daycare, that involve their jobs. So it is very complex.
My wife works up in Escondido, and so she has a long commute ahead of her, and so just about every day I take Gabby to school here, just also because I'm located right across the way and I pick her up. So we have a lot of quality time in the morning and right after school, and that's a lot of fun, you know, especially for these early years. My biggest hopes are that we are one happy family. I think just enjoying all the little things. And you know, I would love to see Gabby to continue to make good friends, have good teachers, and just be a happy kid on a daily basis. When you're single, before you have kids, it seems like you got nothing to lose. And now all of a sudden, we got a lot to lose.
I wanted to have a child that was full of energy as well, and this one for sure I lucked out with. She just absolutely matches me in her level of energy.
We also play Jenga together, which is a very fun game.
We like to play Jenga together, yeah?
We're both the best.
Both the best. Are we? Okay, good.
Did you go to do it and do that? Patty stuff.
Sorry. I remember after she was born, and I remember going out and getting food for the family. It just felt so surreal for me because I was looking at the world differently, and I felt like I should be interacting with other people and people in the world differently, yet they were treating me normal. Because only I knew inside, hey, I have a new daughter. If other kids are you know, at school not treating her quite right, and in the big picture it's probably minor and something she can handle, I kind of want to step in and fix it for her, even though I know she can handle it. It's probably good for her to handle it.
I'm trying to understand the distinction between this institution that we call fatherhood and the actual work of fathering. What is it to be a father? What is it to do fathering?
Finding the right balance to, you know, let her be a strong, independent girl, woman, and figure those things out for herself is hard for me. My dream for her is just to live without fear and to live happy and be strong and to do what she wants to do in a bold and strong way and without regrets and fears.
If someone says a bad word at home, then they have to put money in the jar. After we fill it up, we're gonna give some to everybody. No, we're gonna split it between the two of us. But I would give the money back to them. They're the ones that are saying the bad words. Oh, yeah.
When you ponder the thought of wanting to be a father, you never realize the joy that it brings, you know, the joy that it brings to you every day of starting to get to a point at work where I'm able to spend more quality time with the kids and with the family.
We practice baseball. And soccer. Sometimes you do. We never do.
I think it's spend more quality time with them, but also relieve the pressures of what my wife has to do on a day-to-day basis. So,
Mothers and fathers are partners, and the kids are part of that partnership, and it's a collaboration and the creation of community in a different kind of way that's not competitive, that's about taking the value of each individual and putting it back into the community. That I think is, for me anyway, in terms of a larger ideology or a larger philosophy of life, I think is very, very important.
my most important dreams and wishes for my kids is to live a long, happy life, get a great education, and find someone that they could spend the rest of their lives with to create their own family with.
Maybe 20 years ago or something, homie, right? When we started calling you Homer?
Yeah.
The Simpsons had gotten real popular, and you know, Homer took after Homer Simpson. Originally it was Dadu.
Yeah.
Right.
Dadu started out as Dadu for years.
And then it had several different generations it went through. It was
Yeah.
Homie the Homester, Homie D, the Homer Man.
Got a lot of names.
There's a lot.
They're all good though.
And much as I laugh with everyone else at the antics of Homer Simpson, he is put out as a bit of a doofus, you know, and a bit of an idiot. And to the extent that that then parodies fathering in a larger context, I think that is problematic.
My mother's childhood was very rough, and I think she was very intimidated about the prospect of raising a child and what that might mean, and she didn't want to repeat the same mistakes that had been done with her. So she was very hands-off and felt that my father would be more appropriate to raise me. He does the cooking, he does the cleaning, he does all the things that a mother would do. So it's been an interesting perspective.
But we both have to do the same thing, no matter if it's the man or the woman.
To the relationship of men defining themselves either in opposition to women or as connected to women, like I am Mr. Mom, rather than defining themselves as fathers and as men. And so I was very concerned to understand more fully what is the emotional work of fathering.
Well, first, I don't know. It makes us very, very close. Very close. If he gets sick, he calls dad. You know, he calls me instead of his mother. And we're just like friends, good friends to each other.
He knows how to just listen. He's got very good quality listening, and he's non-judgmental in his approach when he's talking to somebody, you know? And I think that resonates with a lot of people whose fathers don't necessarily take that want to have this heavy hand and go off about what's wrong and what they need to do and all this kind of stuff. You did a good job, Homer.
Yeah, thank you. I think I did. I'm proud of what I did.
Larry Abrams, Larry Abrams.
Nice.
I thought your name was Lawrence.
It could be.
It is. His name is Lawrence. Da, 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 da.
So we want to look at Aaron, not the camera, or
Correct.
do we want to look at Mr. Aaron, not the
Look at
camera?
me. You want the camera.
You don't have to call him Mr. Aaron.
I know.
I can call
Sorry.
you Aaron.
Okay.
You can call me Snuffleupagus. Okay.
Okay, stop allowing it.
It was a role reversal for sure when I was growing up, and still to this day, there's people that are like, "Oh, I bet your mom can cook," and actually, my mom can. Should I say that on camera?
Yeah. You'll be in trouble.
Julian, how long have you known your dad?
Since 2001.
Wow. What happened in 2001?
I was born. No, you weren't. That's when I was born. When was I born?
I don't know, how old are you?
You were born in 2004.
What's 6 minus 11?
6 minus 11.
No, wait, he was born.
0.
6 minus 11 is 0?
4. 2.
What's 6 plus 5?
6 plus 5. 11.
So what's 11 minus 6?
5.
2004.
Oh. I thought
I told you.
So when did you meet me?
2004.
Okay.
I'm very proud of what he does for a living. You ought to tell him what you do.
Well, he's the interviewer. He'll decide
Yeah.
what.
How is your mommy and daddy different? How are they different from each other?
Because my mommy has short hair, like me.
Short hair. Or
Yeah.
long hair.
Short hair.
Okay.
Because you got a haircut. Because her hair is all crazy.
My father has an uncanny resemblance to Jerry Garcia of the Grateful Dead. And you see it? You see
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Julian, do you know any jokes?
Not really.
Not really. Do you want me to tell you one?
You don't know any jokes?
Sure.
Okay. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Yodelay.
You're like, hey.
He got you.